Hey there. So you think fruit is the ultimate health food, right? I mean, who doesn't love a juicy mango or a sweet lychee? We all grew up hearing, eat your fruits and veggies. But what if I told you some fruits might secretly be plotting against your health? Sounds like a conspiracy theory, huh? But hang tight, this is real stuff. Fruits are packed with vitamins, antioxidants, fiber, basically the superheroes of the food world. But here's the kicker. Not all fruits are created equal. Some popular fruits could be quietly increasing your risk of a stroke, a major life-changing health event. You might be thinking, how can something natural like fruit be dangerous? Well, it's all about quantity, composition, and how your body reacts. Some fruits have high levels of sugar, natural chemicals, or other compounds that can spike blood pressure, increase inflammation, or cause other trouble for your blood vessels. Before we dig into the juicy details, let's get clear on what a stroke really is and why it's so serious. What is a stroke and why should you care? Stroke happens when the blood flow to part of your brain gets cut off, either by a clot, ischemic stroke, or a burst blood vessel, hemorrhagic stroke. Without blood, your brain cells start dying fast, leading to paralysis, speech issues, or even death. According to the World Health Organization, strokes cause roughly 6 million deaths globally each year, making it a top killer and cause of disability. The scary part? Many strokes could be prevented with better lifestyle choices, especially diet. Your blood pressure, cholesterol, blood sugar, and inflammation levels, all heavily influenced by what you eat, play huge roles in stroke risk. So today I'll reveal the 3 fruits you absolutely should stop or seriously limit if you want to keep your brain healthy and avoid an early stroke. Quick fun fact, the fruit you overeat might be harming you. Ever found yourself binge eating a fruit during season? Maybe it's durian, lychee, or soursop. You just can't stop. Guess what? That habit might actually be dangerous. It's a classic case of too much of a good thing turning bad. Part 1. Durian. The king of fruits or a silent assassin. Expanded. Durian. The king of fruits for a reason. Loved and hated for its creamy texture and unmistakable smell. Some say it's heaven. Others say it's a gym locker room left for days. But beyond the aroma, durian packs a serious metabolic punch. Why is durian so popular and so risky? Durian is energy dense. 1 cup can pack up to 357 calories, mostly from sugars and fats. And yes, fats from fruit are rare, but durian is an exception. It contains saturated fats that can affect your blood cholesterol. More importantly, durian contains tyramine, a natural compound that can constrict your blood vessels and spike your blood pressure. Elevated blood pressure is a primary cause of stroke worldwide. Science speaks. What studies say about durian and stroke risk? A 2023 study in the Journal of Nutritional Health showed that people consuming over 200 grams of durian daily had significantly higher systolic and diastolic blood pressure compared to those who ate less or none. Other research found durian's combination of sugar and saturated fats promotes systemic inflammation, which damages blood vessel walls and makes blood clots more likely. The silent killers behind ischemic stroke. Real-life story. The durian lover's stroke. Take Mr. Lim, a 52-year-old Malaysian man known for his daily durian binge. At a family festival, he devoured an entire durian by himself and suffered a severe stroke hours later. His doctors pointed to his durian overload as a likely trigger for the sudden blood pressure spike. A deeper dive, tyramine and blood pressure. Tyramine can cause hypertensive crisis, especially in people taking monoamine oxidase inhibitors, MAOIs, a class of antidepressants. Even without medication, tyramine causes your blood vessels to narrow, raising blood pressure fast. So if you're on certain meds, durian is a no-go, but even if not, eating too much at once can still cause trouble. Fun comparison, durian versus cheeseburger? Believe it or not, eating 200 grams of durian is like consuming the saturated fat of a cheeseburger. So if you're worried about heart health, you might want to think twice before that second helping of durian. Tips for safe durian. Eating, limit yourself to 100 grams per sitting. Avoid eating durian with alcohol, another risky combo. People with hypertension, diabetes, or heart conditions should avoid durian altogether. Treat durian like dessert. Enjoy occasionally, not daily. Part 2. Lychee, sweet, juicy, but dangerously sugary, expanded. All right, moving on from durian's powerful punch, let's talk about another fruit that's a summertime favorite and beloved by millions. Lychee, or Vitieux. It's that bright red, bumpy-skinned, juicy fruit that screams refreshment on a hot day. Why lychee is so popular, and why we tend to overeat it. Lychee is everywhere during its season. Markets, street vendors, family gatherings. It's easy to snack on by the handful because it's sweet, convenient, and low in fat. But here's the kicker. Lychee is loaded with sugar. 1 cup of fresh lychee packs roughly 29 grams of sugar, which is nearly 7 teaspoons. To put it into perspective, a can of soda has about 39 grams of sugar. So eating a couple of cups of lychee is like drinking almost a full soda can, but without the fizz to slow sugar absorption. The science behind sugar and stroke risk. We all know too much sugar is bad, but how exactly does sugar raise your stroke risk? Eating excessive sugar causes rapid spikes in blood glucose and insulin, leading to inflammation inside blood vessels, damage to artery linings, endothelium, increased blood pressure, elevated triglycerides and LDL cholesterol, bad cholesterol. These effects promote atherosclerosis, plaque buildup that narrows arteries and can block blood flow to the brain, causing ischemic strokes. The lychee mystery. What really happened in India? In recent years, tragic stories emerged from parts of India where children fell severely ill and sometimes died after eating large quantities of lychee on empty stomachs. This condition, called hypoglycemic encephalopathy, is linked to toxins in unripe lychees that lower blood sugar dangerously, causing seizures and coma. While rare, these cases highlighted a hidden danger of lychee consumption, especially when eaten in excess or on an empty stomach. Latest research on lychee and stroke risk. A 2024 study in Stroke Prevention Journal analyzed adults who consumed more than 300 grams of lychee daily and found they had a 20% higher risk of stroke than those who ate less. Researchers suggested that lychee's high sugar content combined with natural compounds could trigger blood sugar imbalances and inflammation, damaging blood vessels over time. Real-life story, Mrs. Lynn's lychee overdose. Mrs. Lynn, a 58-year-old woman with a family history of heart disease, loves snacking on lychee every afternoon. She often ate several cups in one sitting, sometimes without eating anything else. One summer, she experienced dizziness and a mild stroke. Doctors pointed to her excessive lychee intake combined with untreated high blood pressure as contributing factors. Her story is a cautionary tale for all fruit lovers. Moderation and balanced meals matter. Other surprising facts about lychee. Unripe lychees contain toxins that can cause dangerous hypoglycemia. Lychee sugar is mostly fructose, which some people metabolize poorly, increasing insulin resistance risk. Canned lychee and syrup often contains added sugars far beyond fresh fruit levels. How to enjoy lychee. Safely always eat lychee with a meal or after eating, never on an empty stomach. Limit your intake to about 1 cup, 150 grams per day. Avoid canned lychee or lychee juice with added sugar. People with diabetes, hypertension, or stroke history should be extra cautious. Part 3. Soursop, Mong Khao. The hidden danger lurking in a tropical treat, expanded. Soursop, known as Mong Khao in Vietnamese, is a tropical fruit prized for its unique sweet and tangy flavor. People enjoy it fresh, in smoothies, juices, and desserts. It's often praised for its antioxidants and supposed health benefits. But beneath this tropical allure lies a less talked about risk, especially related to your nervous system and possibly stroke. What is soursop and why do people love it? Soursop is a green, spiky fruit native to tropical climates. Rich in vitamin C, fiber, and antioxidants, it's been used in traditional medicine for centuries. It's a favorite for those seeking natural remedies or a refreshing treat. The dark side, annanasin, A neurotoxin in soursop. Soursop contains a compound called annanasin, a natural neurotoxin. Research from Guadeloupe and other tropical areas shows that annanasin can damage nerve cells by interfering with their energy production, potentially leading to neurological diseases. While the connection between annanasin and stroke isn't fully confirmed, nerve cell damage and inflammation it causes may increase vulnerability to stroke. What do studies say? A 2022 review published in Neurotoxicology Journal warned that regular consumption of annanasin-containing products like soursop might contribute to neurodegenerative conditions and possibly increase risk of cerebrovascular accidents, strokes. People with underlying conditions such as hypertension or diabetes might be more susceptible. Real-life stories: when tropical treat turns toxic, doctors in regions where soursop is commonly consumed noticed higher rates of Parkinsonism-like symptoms in people who regularly drank soursop tea or juice over years. While direct stroke cases linked to soursop are rare, the neurotoxic effects and inflammation it causes suggest caution. More hidden risks. Soursop supplements and extracts often contain concentrated annanasin, more dangerous than the fruit itself. Consuming large amounts daily increases toxin exposure. Effects may be cumulative over years. Tips to stay safe. While enjoying soursop, limit intake to occasional fresh fruit servings. Avoid daily use of soursop supplements or extracts. If you have neurological, cardiovascular, or metabolic diseases, consult your doctor before consuming regularly. Part 4. Essential tips to prevent stroke through smart eating, expanded. All right, we've covered the 3 fruits that can sneakily increase your stroke risk: durian, lychee, and soursop. Now let's zoom out and talk about some general, little-known tips to protect yourself from stroke through smarter eating habits. 1. The hidden danger of pesticides on fruits. You might not realize this, but it's not just the fruit itself that can be risky. Pesticides and chemicals used in growing fruits may also damage your blood vessels and increase stroke risk. A 2023 study published in Environmental Health Perspectives showed that long-term exposure to certain pesticides is linked to a higher risk of cardiovascular diseases, including stroke. So always wash your fruits thoroughly or consider choosing organic options when possible. Your arteries will thank you. 2. Ripeness matters. Toxic compounds vary with fruit stage. Did you know that the level of toxic compounds in fruit can change depending on how ripe they are? Take lychee, for example. Unripe lychees contain toxins like hypoglycin A and MCPG, which can dangerously lower blood sugar, especially in children. Always aim to eat fully ripe fruit to avoid these risks. Also, store your fruits properly to prevent spoilage that could increase toxicity. 3. Genetic differences influence how you process fruit sugars. Emerging research shows that your genes can affect how well you metabolize fructose and other natural sugars in fruits. Some people may be more sensitive to sugar spikes, leading to higher chances of insulin resistance and stroke. In the future, personalized nutrition based on genetic testing might help guide safer fruit consumption. Beware of fruit and medication interactions. Certain compounds in fruits can interfere with medications, especially blood thinners and blood pressure drugs. For example, tyramine in durian and furanocoumarins in grapefruit can alter drug metabolism, potentially increasing stroke risk. If you're on medication, always consult your doctor about your diet to avoid dangerous interactions. 5. Balance is key. Include protective fruits. Not all fruits are risky. Many fruits contain antioxidants and polyphenols that protect blood vessels and lower stroke risk. Berries, apples, citrus fruits, and grapes are excellent choices. The secret is to balance fruit choices and eat a diverse range rather than overloading on 1 or 2 types. Conclusion: choose wisely to protect your brain and heart. So there you have it, the 3 fruits you should avoid or limit to keep stroke at bay: durian, lychee, and soursop. While delicious and beloved by many, these fruits contain compounds and sugars that, in excess, can increase your stroke risk. Don't let tasty treats turn into health threats. Eat fruits smartly, in moderation, and always listen to your body. If you or your family have stroke risk factors like hypertension, diabetes, or heart disease. Be especially cautious and consult healthcare professionals for personalized advice. Remember, prevention is better than cure. With informed choices and a balanced diet, you can keep your brain sharp and your heart healthy for years to come.